Hey team, been a little while. However, I'm coming to you today with a trick that I learned off a dude on YouTube. Now I have to put him in here somewhere, pop it up there, a link to his page. This dude's a bit of a fire ninja, and this is called a fire roll. What we're going to do is make fire without matches using some cotton balls and rust. However, if you get it dry enough, which is pretty hard yakka at the moment with all the rain, but if you get it dry enough, you can actually use natural tinder as well, anything that makes a bit of a fluff ball, and ashes. So some charcoal. You can do it using wood ashes. I've found rust and cotton balls are the easiest way to train, and let's see if we can do this. All right, so this is a burn barrel. This is what we use around this place, and that's going to be my source of rust. I am going to use my pack frame that I made, and I'm going to split it out, see if I can get some semi-dry wood out of there, and we'll use that as the fireboards, and then some cotton balls. All right, so let's see what we can do. All right, that's not going to work. I don't know if you can see that. There's a big ass gap between those two. So usually the best thing to do is to get a piece of wood like this and then just try and split it. All right, so now got a piece of wood. It's split, should perfectly match itself. So what we're going to do is just make sure that each side is smooth. So just give this a bit of a shave down. Okay, cool. So relatively smoothed out now, and hopefully this will work. So you can see the two sides there. That's actually the other side. So that fits together like that. All right, now that's not sliding that smoothly, so we're going to have to do a bit of work on that. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut this one into a shorter piece so that I've got a lot more room and I can still grip the stick that's underneath. And I think I'm going to use that actually as the base and this one is the top. So I think let's just cool. No, hopefully you can see that a bit better. Cool. All right, and that's riding pretty smoothly, so that's good. The next thing we're going to need to do, prepare tinder and kindling. So I quite enjoy doing it like this. Small, thin curls. out of what is actually quite dry wood. See that? Just so just a lot finer stuff just in the middle, and that there is just to give something for the cotton to catch onto. Next thing that we're going to need is to prepare the cotton ball. So if you take a normal cotton ball like that, you can see that you can unroll it and kind of like spread it out. Just take half, pop that aside. You can use that as tinder as well if you want. And then with that nice and fluffed out, I'm going to pop it here on this rusty piece of iron, and I'm just going to take my knife and using the back of it, you'll see that we're able to pick up a pile of rust, and that just goes straight on there like that. So once we've done that, we're going to roll this up as tight as I can with the rust in the middle. Cool. So just kind of rolled it up into a bit of a joint looking thing. Alright. So it's starting to get the roll going. And all you're going to try and do is just roll it back and forth, which is quite painful at the moment, unusually so, and I think it's just because these are boards that are cut. Getting there. But this one now is pretty well dead. You can see it's just kind of a bit mangled. Grab that other half. Start again. This is how it goes, guys. This is just how it goes. Practice. This will be good. Alright. You'll have failures as well. Practice, 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 practice. Sweet, so I've made this one really tight. Okay, cool. So here we go. Don't know if you can see that, but that's smoking. Okay, cool. So take it, grab all the failed ones, get them going. All right. Grab your tinder bundle, which I don't know if you can see. Yeah. And this is where, if you haven't prepared properly, like myself, you're going to come up short. All right, there we go. So guys, as you can see, that's how you make fire with some rust and a cotton ball. It's not a quick process if you haven't practiced, and doing it with a split stick takes even more practice. I don't claim to be good at this, but it's something that I wanted to show you because that's pretty cool. Anyways, just a bit of a debrief on that video. So that took me 3 goes to get it right, and probably a total of 20 minutes. You know, you're not always going to have rust around, but you can do it with charcoal, and I can tell you now that I walk through the bush and find charcoal regularly. Now, you know, whether that's from old campfires or even some that I've got on hand, you can usually find it. The other thing is that while you may not always have cotton balls on you, you can absolutely make cotton-like substances out of various fibers. For me, probably what I'd go to is a dry piece of flax that's standing, and I would just scrape it until I get that fluffing from the actual muka in the harakeke. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, give it a try, because you don't want to be doing it on the day, freaking rubbing sticks together and finding that it's bloody hard to get an ember going. The other thing that I found with this is roll those little joint looking, flipping doobie looking rolls really tight. Roll it with your hand first and roll them super tight, and you just get a far better rolling action going, which is really what's going to cause the embers to ignite. So those are my hot tips. You can find charcoal, you can find ashes, you can find substances that you can make fluffy fibers out of, and just go from there. Roll it really tight, and then just have a lot going. Prepare your tinder bundle and your kindling well in advance. Otherwise, it's going to be all for naught. So, cheers, guys. Enjoy.